Thanks for watching, guys. We love you.
Do you remember how he proposed to you?
Yeah. That was 64 years ago.
But you still remember it.
I still got good memories.
Was it a special one that you can share with fans, or is it a private one?
I know, I have nothing private. I tell it as it is. He came up one Friday night on the 16th day of April on my birthday. And we started to a movie, was going to a movie, and he had my rings. And Cindy said, Mama, did you get rings? I said, yes, I got a ring back. When I was 16 years old, he went to Winston's Jewelry in Elizabeth, and he bought me the whole set, the band and the ring, they locked together. And then he kept the band and gave me the ring and asked me if I'd marry him, and I told him yes. So I was so excited I had to go to Joanne's, that's my best friend, and show her my ring. But when I showed it to Mama, my birthstone is diamonds. So I told Mama it was my birthstone ring.
Oh.
So he gave it to me the 16th day of April, and we was married the 19th day of January of 59. Yeah.
Do you still have the ring?
I got it on.
You still have it.
Yeah. This is the set he got me. And I lost my diamond, and I wore it so much, I wore it in two, because there was two rings, but they locked together right there. So when my husband passed away, Alton took my rings. He went in there and got them. I didn't know he was doing it. Had my diamond put in it, and then he took and had them to put them both together with just one band.
So you
But
still
when
wore
I
it.
Wore these out, he went and bought me this band. Yeah. I don't hardly ever wear them, but I did put them on once in a while. He's been gone 26 years, so it's 26 years in December. For those rings back
He gave how much?
$350 in 58 and 58. He gave $350. That's a lot for
That's a lot.
64 years ago.
Yeah,
That's
Yeah.
a whole
it really is.
But he worked and always made good money. He never did draw an unemployment check. From the time before we ever got married, he had a good job. Till he passed away. He never got an unemployment check. He always worked. He don't believe in laziness. Everybody has to work.
Oh, those are pretty.
But mine had it big.
What happened to yours?
Put my other diamond in.
Worn too. I'm worn too, so I put it in the lockbox.
figures.
Yeah, especially with you, right?
Yeah.
So do you remember how he proposed to you? Did he give you a ring when he first
No,
proposed?
actually, he gave me a necklace, and we was at his uncle's at a Christmas party, and he asked me to marry him then, and he said, and he had a job offer in Nevada, and we were going to move to Nevada, and I said, well, we can't do that till we finish school, but I just like 1.5 credits graduating, so I can go to school till December, or I can go to school this summer for 8 weeks downstate and graduate. So I had a friend, that's what she was going to do, so me and her talked about it. So every day she would come and get me and take me downstate, all the way from Southside. And if she was sick or something, she would get one of her brothers to come all the way down here, take me to state, because we didn't have a car. So we went ahead and got married, and Cindy stood up for me.
Wasn't much standing.
That was the most funniest wedding in the whole world. But anyway, we got married on his lunch break, because we didn't have a car, so his brothers had to quit work and go get married. And then they dropped me and Cindy off at the bridge, and they went back to work.
And how old were you then?
17. I was a week before I turned 18.
So you got to graduate though,
Oh yeah,
finish out school.
I graduated. He was stricter on me on my grades than Mom and Dad was. But yeah, I graduated. We finished school, but
She
then
walked right behind me.
then work tanked, so we didn't get to go to Nevada. There was all kinds of. It was kind of like it is now, only reversed. Everybody worked and wanted to work. There was no jobs nowhere. You couldn't buy a job. Like now, there's work everywhere, and you can't get nobody to work. They're too lazy to work. They don't want to work, so it just kind of flip flop. But that's how we got married. He got me a necklace, and it's in the lockbox. And then he got me a ring out of a cracker box thing, and it's in the lockbox. But then when he bought my diamond, he sold our car and bought my diamonds, so we had to walk for 3 years. We didn't have
You had
a
to walk for
vehicle.
3 years.
It was 3 years before we could get a car, and Daddy found one for $50 as an old Ford truck. You could have thrown a dog food anywhere you wanted to. And it used more oil that Daddy would take the machine oil at work and bring it home, and that's what we run in that old Ford truck. We was poor jokesters.
I'm probably most excited to hear yours.
Which one?
I don't know which one you want to tell us about.
I got two of them.
You can pick your favorite if you want.
I can tell you both of them.
Let's do it. All right.
The first one, now he said that I begged him to marry me. I did not. Didn't even know we were getting married. We went and had blood tests. That's back when you had to have blood tests. And we went to the jewelry store, and my wedding band cost $29. But I got to pick out the one I wanted, and I wanted a tiny, tiny one because we weren't even allowed to wear them at work. I never got a diamond till the year before I divorced him. And he got caught doing something he shouldn't have done, and he went and bought me the diamond anniversary band, but it disappeared. Somebody stole it. The second one, I'm gonna be honest, I do have a wonderful daughter that come out of the outcome, but it was more of a wedding of companionship. His mama died in January, his daddy in June, and mine in December. And I cleaned up one day, and I come in here, Dixie's sitting with Daddy, and she said, "Where are you going?" I said, "I'm gonna run up here at Abingdon and get married, and I'll be right back." She said, "My God, you sound like you're just going to the Walmart." Well, that's about the way it was, but during the justice of the peace during the ceremony, he said, "Do you take this woman to be your awful wedded wife?" He got tongue-tied, and Irvin said, "Yeah, I guess." And I said, "Yeah, I guess I'll be your awful wife." I probably was, because it wasn't 6 months after Anna was born that I come back home to Mama, and I've been here ever since. But I never got a diamond from either one of them.
Okay, that's messed up.
That's not a good story.
How did you propose to Miss Jessica?
Well, she said, I'm going to grad school, and I'm not going as your girlfriend, you know, that far away as your girlfriend, so I better be
She
Beyonce.
gave you an ultimatum.
Fiance.
Marry me or
But that's not, it wasn't necessarily an ultimatum. I was just dragging my feet, I guess. But anyways, so, but I went to a guy that has private estate jewelry. And,
AKA, he sells stuff out of the back of his car.
no, it was in his house.
Okay.
Because I could get a better ring, you know, than I could afford in the store because I was in college. I didn't really have a job, you know, so I just got a ring there that was really, I thought was really pretty. It is, so, but anyways. And then I told her parents that I was going to ask her to marry me, and then had everybody over in the back by our pool and asked her to marry me then. So, but all of our families were there, and so it was fun.
Did she cry?
I don't remember her crying.
I had guessed
About
it.
time.
I had kind of guessed what was happening because I did tell him. Said, I'm leaving for Texas. You're getting ready to go to football camp. We've been dating. I think at that point it was like 5 years. And I was like, I'm not,
It was
you know.
more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I was expecting it because this was the night before he reported to football camp. So it was literally the last night possible. And then what happened to your wedding band? We can't show your wedding band like
I was
Granny
painting
can.
the trim on the house and got by the cable dish, and there was a cable hanging down, and I tried to sling it to get it out of my way to wrap around the dish, and when I did, I guess I was sweaty and my ring went flying.
What happened to the second one? You don't know.
I don't know what happened.
What happened to the third one?
It
you
wore
don't-
out.
Okay. So now what do we do?
No, so I just get but the third one was a silicone ring. Or no,
No,
I've still
it
got
wasn't.
the third one. I
You
just
lost
don't like
three.
wearing it.
Yeah,
I've
you
got
lost.
that one.
Okay.
But this is what I prefer anyways, was just this silicone ring.
Yeah, so after he lost the really expensive one, I went on eBay, found a similar one for $25. Took it to the jewelry store and said, "Tell me the difference between this like $400 band and the one I'd bought on eBay." And he said, "Nothing. They're the same ring." I said, "Okay, thank you very much." So now we just buy our bands on eBay and Amazon, $20-some.
5 years, and she didn't know her parents were going to be here either. She was mad at me. And I just want to show everybody here and have you all here as family, and to show you how much I love Jessica and how committed I am and how much I love her. And so, Jessica, will you marry me?
How sweet.
Hang on, let's
How sweet.
Bud and I got married the 11th day of June, 1960 in Gate City, Virginia. We came home. He played baseball somewhere with the team he was playing with that afternoon. We left that evening early for Gatlinburg, spent the night. 25 years later, we went back to the same little motel down there in Cosby and spent the night. Then on our 50th wedding anniversary, we just drove down through there and were coming back home that day. And he pulled into that same little motel, and I said, "What are you doing?" He said, "Well, while we're here, we won't go in, but we'll just sit here and sing a verse of precious memories." I thought that was sweet.
Marriage advice from the granny women.
Okay.
What marriage advice do you have?
Don't take no crap off of them, for one thing. Make them lay out their own clothes, cook their own meals, and do the laundry. Because the first one I had, I even powdered his onion and put his socks on him, and that ain't gonna fly no more. Don't spoil your husbands. Make them spoil you.
Was that good advice, me mom?
What did you get out of it?
If you got one, you got to powder his butt. He wasn't worth getting in the first place.
Well, I got one. I put Bengay on his butt.
It was an accident.
I don't think these were supposed to be on there.
Granny, do you have marriage advice?
No, just be good to one another. Which we had our ups and downs, but we stuck together for 37 years.
Be good to one another.
I've been on my own so long, I wouldn't even know what to do with a man. I mean, I'm too independent. I'm not gonna cook for them and clean after them, and it's not worth it. I'm not.
Not doing it.
I done that trick twice, and I mean, I didn't get nothing out of it but Anna.
I'm not doing that again. All right, me mom. What brilliant, and how long have you been married?
We will be married 45 years.
All right, so 45 years, so you should be full of good advice.
Right.
Right.
I guess you got to be friends before you can be lovers. So I guess we're just best friends. Even though he gets on my nerves and he gets the man flu and all that, I just sit and laugh. But still, he's my best friend. I got a good one. Even when I do really bad things to him, he still forgives me. Yeah, he still forgives me. So I guess I'm married to my best friend.
I've never heard him even raise his voice at you.
He ain't even when I put that crayon cream on his legs and he walked like that. God love him. I have been so mean to him.
That's the truth. Anything you wanted to do, that's what he'd sit there and take it. You dyed his hair.
Oh, no, well,
I
he
mean,
ended up dying his whole body. But, yeah, we're just best friends. Yeah.
Hello, and in this video I'm going to show you how to make a ring for all your little grandsons or nephews out there wanting to give their sweetheart something for Valentine's, knowing that they'll probably have another girlfriend next week. Now you send a lot of money on stuff when you can make something. So I'm going to pick up 4 seed beads on this 32 gauge wire. I'm going to bring it down to the center of the wire. And I'm going to take one end and go back through 2 beads. And this little flimsy wire's hard to work with. And I'm going to pull it through and tighten them up. I'm going to pick me up 2 more. And I'm going to fold it over. We'll take the other side and take it back through those 2. And then I'm going to pull it tight. That's going to make the band of your ring start to grow. So you're going to keep doing that probably for about, I don't know, 12 rows, and then see how it looks. Okay, I've got me quite a few rows added on. I know it's hard to see. So I'm going to put a crystal in the middle, make it look like a fake dime. If I can find the hole. Yep. Got it on there. So I'm going to fold my wire back over. I'm going to take my other wire and I'm going to put it on this side of the hole. And bring it through. Now it looks like I put a diamond on there. Then I'm going to get me 2 more seed beads. Slide them down. Fold it over. Take my other wire. Go back through this end and pull it tight. And then I'm going to keep doing this till my ring is big enough to fit a finger. Just add as many as you need. Take on two, slide them down. Fold it over. Take the other wire, slide it through, and pull. I always hold it tight with my fingers to make sure my beads don't go everywhere. We're going to continue this till I get it all the way around. Okay, I've went as far as I want to go. So I'm going to take one end of my wire and go back through, if I can see the hole, one of the first two that I put on this way. I'm going to take the other wire and turn it, and it'll be a little bit more difficult, but I'm going to take it back through the other side, and then I'm going to pull it, and I've completed my circle. So I'm just going to take it through one more side, pull it through, and then I'm going to twist these threads. I'm going to snip it out just a little bit. Take that piece of wire, fold it in, and tuck it down in between those beads. And you have a miniature little diamond ring. So when they change girlfriends every week, you don't have to worry about being out of so much money.